On the island of Lesbos at the overcrowded Moria camp. Human rights groups are working to get into the facility now to assess the damage.
Refugees had labelled the Moria camp a living hell. Now it's ablaze. The camp's 12,000 refugees forced to leave the only shelter they had in the middle of the night.
Me house this finished. Hospice, many, all finished.
Inside the burning camp, the flames are fuelled by tents and howling winds. This video was taken by a refugee training to be a journalist.
These fires were almost around the entire camp, and then they actually came into the center of the camp, and then most of the internal structures of the main camp were actually ablaze. And the footage our students were sending in to us were essentially just saying, everything is on fire, everything's on fire.
Mr. Herman's students have told him the fires were deliberately lit. Authorities say the cause is still unclear, but tensions escalated last week when the camp recorded its first case of coronavirus, forcing some refugees into quarantine. The camp's been in lockdown since March, with some support services withdrawn due to the restrictions, yet tourists are still welcomed on the island of Lesbos. Rachel Carey, SBS World News.
Let's cross live now to Lesbos to speak with Douglas Herman, who appeared in that last report. He's the co-founder of Refocus Media Labs, which trains citizen journalists. Good evening, Douglas. When we spoke to you a few hours ago, this was all very much a breaking news story. Is it clear yet just how much damage has been caused?
It is now daytime. The sun has risen. It's quite warm here, and the damage is unbelievable. Scorched earth, war zone. I don't know how else you can describe what this place looks like. The footage that's coming out now is just unbelievable.
Well, what for the refugees now, whose makeshift homes have been torched, they've been forced to flee? Where are they? How are they doing?
Well, the crazy reality here right now is that this did happen in the middle of the night, as the package said, and where we didn't have any way to support the people. The authorities here on the island decided to lock the people in a general area or create a perimeter to keep them away from the city center. And people were basically stranded on the street throughout the evening. Many thousands of people are scattered throughout the olive groves in the countryside outside and around Moria. And many are actually on the main road where they were able to reach last night, and they have not been able to get closer to the town. They haven't been able to go back in. There's nothing to go back into. And the damage is so extensive that everything that they had is most likely gone.